Open up Photopea in your web browser. When the software opens, go to File, Open, and find your image. Mine is in Recent as I've just saved it. Click to turn it blue and press Open. If your image has a dark background, you'll need to remove it. Use the magic wand to click on the background. If it gets more of the picture than you want, just tick Contiguous, try again, and press Backspace to delete it. Do Select, Deselect, and then go to Image, Adjustments, Threshold. You can pull on the slider to change the amount of black or white to get the image to look as you want it to. Make sure it's still recognisable as the person. When happy with your image, click OK, go to File, Export as JPEG. Pull up the quality and click Save. I'm going to show you how to add graphics to your background to develop ideas for composition and layout for your final piece. I have spent time on the internet gathering images to do with my chosen idol, Arnold Schwarzenegger. So I have been on Wikipedia, read all about him, tried to find images to show all the different aspects of his career and life, and I've deliberately tried to collect interesting graphics that mean something relative to him that could make my image far more interesting. I've saved those to my drive and I have uploaded them to Photopea. I'll just show you how to get things out of your slide as well. So if you collected a series of images on slides, you just select the image that you want to save and say right click, save to keep. It shows up over here, right click, save image to Google Drive. I have here my background image. I'm just going to use the crop tool to remove the bit that I don't want. You draw a box around it, click the tick to say yes. This is on this layer over here. This here is my image of Arnie. I'm just going to use the magic wand to select the black, and then I will select the inverse and dash delete. Go to select all, edit copy, back to the background image, edit, paste. And you can see that he's very small. We're going to do edit, transform, scale to change the size of him. Hold down the shift key or you risk changing his shape. Holding down shift will retain his proportions. So I would recommend just making him fit in the picture because you're going to put lots of stuff around it. So you can always resize later if you need to. Click the tick to say yes. And then we'll go and have a look for some of these images to bring in. So let's just do select all, edit, copy, go back to the background, edit, paste. And I'm just gonna select the white part with the magic wand and press backspace. Select, deselect. I can do Ctrl plus to see this image bigger, and I can use the arrow tool to move it around the picture. So there's a few images that I wanted to show you how to import. So if you have an image that is on a background that isn't transparent, try to collect images with white backgrounds or see-through backgrounds. They're far easier to work with. If you can't get the image you want with a plain background, then you're going to have to do some selection to remove the background. The magic wand is good for selecting pixels that are like the one you've clicked on. So if I click here, it's got all the white pixels that are similar to the shade that I clicked on. So now I need to make sure I'm on Unite, which is the 2 filled in circles, and I can click other areas to get a bit closer to the t-shirt. So just keep clicking to add other areas, but be careful not to add the t-shirt itself, because that is also a shade of white and it's only looking for shades of colour that are similar. If you need to go in closer, click Ctrl plus, hold down the space bar so that you can move around the picture, and just click to get a bit closer to the edge of the image. Remember that you're just making a plan, so we don't really need to be so precise. So now I can press backspace and I've got myself a transparent background. At the minute I've got the transparency selected and not the t-shirt, so I'm just going to say select, inverse, edit, copy, go back to the background, edit, paste, and then the t-shirt goes in on a layer. To rename the layer, you just double click on the word and we'll call it t-shirt, so I know which layer that is. Here I'm going to select the word Hollywood, the Hollywood sign. Don't really want any of the background, so I'm going to use the magic wand to click on the white sections. If I tick contiguous, when I click now it will get all the white in the whole image. Try that again. Okay, so it has to be unticked. So I'm just going to do Ctrl plus, because there are parts of it that I haven't got. I'm just going to click on a few more tones of white to make sure I get most of the word. So Ctrl plus allows you to zoom in. Just going to do Ctrl minus to zoom back out. So I have actually got the Hollywood selected and not the background, so I can just do edit, copy, go to my image, edit, paste, and then my Hollywood sign should be there. Let's have a move around and see if it is. It was underneath some other stuff.